Welcome back into Off the Rips. I'm your host, Darren, and I've got a fun video for you tonight, or at least a little more structured, maybe a little more interesting. Just talking hobby. I had mentioned I'm going to do a few more of these, just kind of hobby talks, depending on if it's on cards or other topics. Tonight it is going to be on cards, so yeah, I'm still hardcore in the cards and always love ripping. So I am going to rip a little bit of Series 1. We're going to do a blaster while I talk hobby and have a little fun. Sip a little bit. Can't rip a little bit, but yeah, that's just life sometimes. Anyways, tonight we're talking things I like and dislike about the hobby since getting back into it. Number one, I can absolutely relate to it. So I follow sports, I wouldn't say religiously, but I do fantasy football. I used to do fantasy baseball, and I enjoy it, but there will come a day where I think I'll stop doing fantasy side of things. But easier said than done. So maybe in the next, 2 to 5 years, I'll probably be done with it when I'm 40. Because I turned 37 on Wednesday. So, you're never too old to do anything. I'll say that. But fantasy sports, yeah. They have their ups and downs like everything else, right? But yeah, I can relate to it. I like sports. I like collecting. I love chasing autographs. I mean, who doesn't, right? I mean, what the hell? It's just a piece of paper most of the time, and that's kind of the thing in question. Like, I'm collecting a piece of paper, but they're neat. I like looking at them, and like I said, I'm going to start grading them possibly. I've got some that I want to send off. I need to get on PSA and enter them in and do it, but that'll bring something I don't like in the hobby, up it's expensive. No way around it. It's your hard-earned money. You're not guaranteed anything, whether you buy hobby or retail. It doesn't matter. You could come up empty-handed. You could hit a pretty big card. I've hit some good cards, mostly in retail. Autographs. Never sold any of the big cards. Like I said, I am a collector. But, recently I hit that T-Mac Auto at a Revolution. That card was selling around $200 to $300. I don't want to sell it. I mean, it's one of those pulls, like, it just holds a little value to me to hold on to it. So I'm not even going to grade that card, actually, because to me it's a 10. And it probably is a 10, matter of fact. But maybe eventually if I decide to sell it, I will, but it'll hold its value over time. So that's what's neat about that card. Anyway, we're going to go back into the positives. And look, it's relaxing, not labor intensive. That's my day-to-day life is labor. Yeah, I need to start using my brain more because I'm not getting any younger. But it is relaxing. It's a nice weekend hobby. I don't mind going through the cards, drinking coffee in the morning, listing them on eBay. That's been a learning process, and I'm glad I've been through it and now ready to get the most out of what I'm selling on there. But that's definitely part of the hobby if you want to keep ripping and selling some of the cards. So I think it does give you a little bit of purpose. It is fulfilling. You improve your skills. I'm doing this video right now. I would not be doing a video if I wasn't opening cards. It's not an excuse to open cards, but it's just kind of something that goes along with it if you want to. You don't have to. But I choose to. I think you might as well, right? You're ripping. You might as well see what happens and get the good ones on camera. So yeah, very relaxing, very chill. It can be stressful if you let it be. If you expect too much, sure. It absolutely can. You will reach new people. That's inevitable. If people follow the channel, comment. I'll talk to them. I'll comment back, reply. And not just that, like other card rippers, I watch their channels. I tend to comment on some videos. Not all the time, but sometimes I do, because I think that's just a nice thing to do if you want to contribute to somebody else's channel. That's definitely always a plus. What goes around comes around. So, or whatever, however that goes. What comes around goes around. Yeah, that's how it goes. So yeah, put out what you want to get back in. And hell, it's very possible to strike gold, right? We can strike gold. We can hit a big card. Not so much in retail. I think your chances are far less. But with the way Bowman's been going this year, people have been doing pretty well with that. So now, do I want to start ripping more hobby? I do. I think I need to be a little more strategic and give it a chance. Give it a fair go anyway. I almost picked up a Revolution hobby because they were on sale for like $150, and I really liked that set. So, unfortunately, it sold out. I did check today, but that's okay. I got some Bowman on the way. There's always something to chase in this, so that definitely makes it fun. Okay, so we've got, that's out of 199. Okay, I didn't see who it was. So, we got an Ellie on the home run challenge. Awesome. Really cool. There's Strand, who is on the IL with a broken wrist at the moment. And Logan Webb. Oops, he's pitching pretty good, I believe. Okay, so let's see what this 199 card's all about. Got Devers there. I'm going to use Ellie to lock him out. Oh, nice. It's a Cubs red. I love the Cubs. And it's a steal. Oh, man, that is real nice. Real nice, everybody. How about that? That's a sharp card. See, and then, you pull your team. This is definitely a PC card for me. I love the Cubs. And, man, the red with the blue there. Isn't that sweet? That's awesome. You get a high from it. I like that. And that's going to lead me into the negatives. It's gambling. It can be an addiction for sure. I've spent way too much money on this stuff. Am I going to allow myself to go broke? Maybe. But I do save for retirement, so there's always that to fall back on. But you got to watch the spending. It's inevitable. I work 40 hours a week and don't make six figures. Live here in Iowa. Cost of living's not too shabby in Iowa, so I don't need to make six figures. But yeah, I'm not going to get into my personal finances in this one. But you know what I mean. It can be expensive. And, the highs and lows, they're real in it. So just try to keep in mind that every box is not going to be the best box. I'm very transparent. I'll show you the good and the bad in my videos. My last couple rips have been pretty tough, I'd say. I haven't got much value out of them, but it's still all worth it in the end because I know those better rips are coming. But yeah, it's expensive. It's a gamble. Don't question that. That's for dang sure. If you're getting into it to make money, don't do it. I got into this kind of blindly, but then I was watching channels and I thought I could do that, and here I am. But that doesn't mean that I'm gonna make money from it, I'm going to try. I'm going to grade some cards. I'm going to try to get the most out of those just to bring me some of my money back, make some profitable decisions. But, yeah. So, another thing is the complainers. People complain about the bad boxes, and I don't see it a lot. I think most YouTube rippers are pretty thankful for what they're doing, but every now and then there's some complaining, and about things really out of your control. Whether you got a bad box or didn't get what you wanted out of a box. That's part of it. You can't control that. You can only hope you pick the right ones. Kevin Gosman on the holiday base. I thought there was something else about the complaining. Maybe it'll come to me. I don't want to get stuck on that. But there was something else on that topic, I thought. There is some basketball on tonight. Plenty of baseball. Been really enjoying the basketball this year. Not just for Wemby, but there's a lot of good stuff going on. So makes it kind of fun again. But it was a great rookie class. But plenty of baseball on for Monday night. I'm gonna check back into that. And, there's plenty of complaining about what grades people get on cards. You can't control that either. All you can control in that is, I've never done it, but you just have to pick the best cards that you think have the best chance of getting that 10, if that's what you really want. I thought about sending in an old Derek Jeter. It might be a 10, I think, just because a couple corners on the back are a little bit wore. They're not bad. I think it'd probably get an 8 or 9. I'm not going to send it. Because to me, it's like, well, I'm not going to sell that card. It's just, maybe at some point I'll hand it down. But I really like this Jose Ramirez. I like these Topps All team. I just sold one today of Adley Rutschman because I had a duplicate of it. So I think those are really, really nice looking cards. And I'm not sure that they're in Series 2. So Johan Rojas and a Bobby Witt. Bobby Witt, one of my favorite players. But yeah, that reminds me, Series 2, looks like you can pre-order it tomorrow, which is May 14th at 11 Central. So I'm not sure that I will pre-order any. I did notice it's basically Series 1, a few different inserts, and I have a lot of Series 1 left. I like the rookies in it, so I will take a look at the checklist before I order any. Otherwise, I might just, grab a couple here and there when I'm ready to buy. Like I said, I got some Bowman value boxes coming, so those will be fun, I hope. Anyway, the love for one player in the hobby, per sport. I think we can fall into overvaluing one player. It's obviously Stroud and Wembanyama come to mind. Baseball this year, Ellie, De La Cruz. Obviously, I don't think the hype is quite as extreme as the Wemby and the Stroud thing. That's what I kind of like about baseball too, is that it kind of opens the door for a lot of hitters and pitchers to catch that hype or be valuable, because one guy can get hot and could run away with Rookie of the Year. Right now, I think Ellie's right in there, but there's a few other guys that could easily take it too. But I think Ellie's got the best chance. But yeah, that hype with one player, and then obviously that affects the hobby. People wiping out shelves, reselling. I don't think any of us appreciate resellers, but at the same time, what can you do about it? If they want to clear the shelf, they can clear the shelf. That's their prognosis. If they beat you to it, too bad, I guess. So I think, if the stores want to do something about it, they would limit, but they don't. I think Fanatics, they do like 8 per household, which is a good move. Target, usually you can buy about 3 at a time online, but in the stores, yeah, there's no saying you can't take it all, and it sucks, but what you gonna do about it, right? We wish that didn't happen, but I've seen it recently. It happens, I wanted some Optic, and shit, it was gone. I don't know when they restocked that day, unfortunately. I wasn't soon enough. I should have been there earlier. So, oh well. Because I got plenty of other stuff to rip. It's not a big deal. And obviously the selling of these cards, it's just part of it, like I mentioned earlier. I don't always enjoy it. It takes time. Do you want to waste time selling $2 cards? Not really. But I feel like I should sell them. I mean, get nickel and dime back a little bit. And especially if I have duplicates. It's like, well, might as well sell one. And then bulk. I don't know how I'm going to sell my bulk. I mean, you can do sets all you want. But that doesn't really guarantee you're going to sell those either. And those are a pain in the you-know-what to put together. So it's just something to think about. Selling is definitely part of this hobby. You start getting a lot of cards. Series 1, you're going to have a lot of cards laying around if you're ripping a lot of it. So is that a bad thing? No. I mean, and it's a big set. Like, I have not pulled that Ellie. Obviously, I haven't pulled that Steel, and I haven't pulled that Ramirez yet, and I've ripped a ton of it. So, that's, selling is what it is. eBay's going to take their share. That's another thing. If you want to use eBay, I do personally. They're going to take their share. And if you're not wise, you don't do the shipping right, you're going to miss out on some money. I'm just going to tell you up front. Be careful with the shipping. Do it the most cost-effective way so that you're going to make a little bit from the shipping, because look, if you don't, you're basically paying to ship it almost, and you're paying for if you're going to buy a label from eBay, you're paying for the paper, the ink, your printer, envelopes, tape. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you're buying, so make sure you're getting your money worth on the shipping, because you're the one shipping it. So you should be getting paid a little bit to ship it. That's why, companies get paid to ship stuff. So, because there's cost to it, and it's pretty Peralta. So, kind of no luck as far as the parallels go here. The last couple blasters, but that's all right. It is pretty tough to strike gold on those. So you can check the odds out on Topps page if you'd like. Don't recall exactly what they are, but dang it, Kevin Hart's not in that one. It'd be awesome to pull that card. Bryson Stott. Pretty good ball player this year, I think. Phillies had that Alex Bohm too. They're playing pretty good ball, I think. He's got Harper. Evan Carter, speaking of a guy playing really good ball, that wouldn't be one of them. I know he's been kind of struggling. It's too bad, but it could turn around. That's another thing. You want to sell some of this stuff when the hype's there, as much as maybe you don't want to. You never know when a guy's just going to go invincible, you know, and just not do anything and get hurt, and before you know it, his career's over. And that no good. That's no good. Ain't gonna be worth nothing then. Get busted for PDs, you name it, gambling, whatever. Then their cards are not worth nothing. But then the restocks. This kind of goes with the scalpers or the resellers, but I don't know. You're always checking your phone for restocks. It drains you. It gets to be a little bit much. It's kind of an addiction in itself. Checking your phone, checking Walmart, checking Target, checking Tops, checking Fanatics, checking Panini, wherever else you buy them. You know, frickin' Dick's Sporting Goods, for Christ's sake. You know, you'll find all kinds of places to buy cards. So, hey, there's a good one. Colton Cowser. Plan on sending in a card to him. Not a base, but just a Topps 89, but it's real clean and centered. I've got him and an Ellie as well on that, so I think those would be worth it. Luciano, I don't believe that he's up yet. So, Series 1 has some decent rookies in it, don't get me wrong. But I'm interested to see the checklist for Series 2. I know that guy from that pitcher from the Dodgers will be on there. Yamamata, or I don't know what his name is. I might have just butchered that. Adley Rushman. And Luken Baker. So yeah, what do you guys like and dislike about the hobby? Let me know in the comments if you agree with mine. What you think about it. Do you rip to... I think we all rip to enjoy it, but do you rip to make money off this stuff too? Personally, I don't. Because I know that's a pipe dream. So... Sean Murphy. It's kind of a cool picture of him. I did have a Team Board variation of that one. But I went ahead and sold it. I sold two of those. Sold the Quinn Priester, and I sold the Yamamoto, or the Yamamoto, the Sean Murphy. Nolan Chaniel. Logan Allen. I still don't think I'm seeing those guys I need to complete a set. Some of these cards are tough to pull. You need to complete sets. So, but anyway, that's all I got on what I like and dislike about the hobby. So, hope you enjoyed that little chat. And you're having a good start to your week. Try to get this out for Tuesday. So it's Monday right now. Hopefully I can get that out tomorrow for you guys. So that's gonna be my goal, is to do like a maybe every Tuesday we'll do kind of a hobby chat or what's going on while I rip something. Maybe I won't rip something every time, but I just had this blaster out and I thought, I got some Series 1 laying over here from the other blaster. I might as well add to the pile. And then we might move on to something else for a little bit. So, we'll see. There's Quinn Priester. He was up pitching a bit. But we know Paul Skeens is kind of the hype man there in Pittsburgh. We got any last pack magic in us? Something decent. these blasters are not known for the inserts. I will tell you that. Like you might get one, but you're really shooting for those parallels, trying to get something rare there. We obviously got pretty good hit that out of 199 red. I have not pulled. I don't think I pulled a single red. We do have another backwards card. I'm gonna guess it's a foil. I would not expect to get 2 numbered cards in a box. So, yeah, it's a foil, Mackenzie Gore. So, yeah. Hey, guys and gals, thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, share your thoughts on my hobby talk, please. Have a good night, and we will see you guys on the next rip. Thanks.